कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामदित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् अगुंसुश्च मेघस्मिश्च मेघाद्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च महुभागुंसुश्च मे अन्तर्यामश्च मैन्द्रायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्ती च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्राश्च मे विद्याख्याश्च म ऐन्द्राज्ञश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुद्गतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे. Not chanting in this scale. Sri Saishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om. Agumsuscha me rashmischa me abhyascha me vipadischa ma upagumsuscha me antaryamascha ma ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्ती च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च म ऋतुग्राश्च मे विद्याख्याश्च म ऐन्द्राज्ञश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुद्गतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे. That's much better. Make it 3 times for auspiciousness. Agumsuscha me rashmischa me abhyascha me vipadischa ma upagumsuscha me antaryamascha ma ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्ती च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे
ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतुग्रहाश्च मे त्रिग्राह्याश्च ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुद्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पार्थिवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Last time we stopped at Vaishwanarashchama because we talked about Dhruva and then we moved on to the next piece, which was Vaishwanara. Vaishwanara is together, not Vaishwa and Nara. That was the take-home message. Vaishwanara is the cosmic heat. That's what it is. Vaishwanara. That cosmic heat is all pervading and within us as the one that actually consumes what we are offering into our body, and our body is the place where we are doing the yajna. If you think of this body as something that is given to you for trivial mundane activities, day-to-day life activities, that is all what it would be, nothing more than that. But if you actually start respecting your own body as a place of worship, then what happens is all these divine forces will come and live in that body. Otherwise, the divine forces won't come and live in this body. If you think that, oh, I am a simple stupid fellow, I look ugly, and all this kind of stuff, no divine force will come because you are ignoring the body as a temple. That means what? When the body is the temple, then you take care of it with lot of care and also caress it, not to indulge in the body, but to make sure that it is a place of worship. Means everything that you do, getting up in the morning, look at your own face in your mirror and you say, thank you for giving me this body. Because this body is given for us to realize the ultimate. Then Vaishwanara, all these forces that we are talking about are the forces that we are invoking within our body. When you invoke the Vaishwanara, the cosmic heat in your body, automatically everybody will be feeling cold and you will be sweating. Everybody will be feeling hot, you will be feeling cool. Because now this temple corresponds with the way that you relate to it. Yad bhavam tat bhavati. Vaishwanarashchama Rutugrahashchame. Rutugrahashchame means understanding the cycles of the season. When you follow the pattern of your body according to the external nature of the cycles that are associated with it, the whole body now becomes one with what is around it. Rutugrahashchame means what? When the cycle of the time is happening, your body also should correspond for eating, sleeping, everything should be corresponding to the external cycle. Then the inner cycle and the external cycle, then they concord with each other, and that is called peace. P-E-A-C-E. Concordance of what is happening inside with what is happening outside is peace. Discordance is also peace, but it is P-I-E-C-E, peace, not P-E-A-C-E, peace. Rutugrahashchame means understanding the seasonal cycles that are happening outside also should coincide. That's why what happens during the Dakshinayana time, when the sunlight is decreasing, you follow the same pattern. First of all, you have to wake up before the sun rises. Rutugrahashchame is the very first principle. If you don't do that, then body is not sunk up. It is not in sync with what is happening outside. Look at all the birds and the beasts. They wake up before the sun rises, not after the sun rises. Just check it out. Just go check it out. Early in the morning, 5 o'clock, even before the sun rises, all the birds will be, they'll be chirping. Isn't it? Yes? Have you noticed that? Yes? Yeah. So we also have to wake up our body. Then you say, Ishwaramba Sutta Sriman. And the Omkaram, when you chant the 21 times Omkaram, the 21 different faculties in the body are awakened automatically in our body. With each and Omkaram, every Omkaram coming from the bottom of the navel cavity, it forms on the top of you, a Sudarshana Chakra will be formed. The cosmic wheel will be around your head when you get up early in the morning before Brahmi Murta. That's when all the celestial bodies will be awake to take part in the cosmic divine work. All of them are attracted onto these 21 Omkarams, and around you, not a wheel of fortune, but a wheel of cosmic cycle will form around you. Every day if you do it, the energy of the 21 Oms will protect through the entire day. That's why Rutugrahashtami, 21, the 6 Rutus stands for the 6 different aspects of the taste that we observe. 6 Rutus, 6 tastes, different types of tastes. Okay? What are the 6 different types of tastes that we must know, right? Yes, food, pehle, food. Then we must all know all the 6 different tastes. But children now know only 2 different tastes. What's the first one you know? Spice. This is the real sambar guy. Very good. I never heard any kid say, what is the first taste you like? Nobody says spice. What do they say first? Sweet. Yeah. But you are the exception. Yeah, I know that. So the next one is also, next one is sweet and sour. Third one is salt.
Hot.
Spice, already covered. Next? Bitter. Next?
Then, what is it called? I don't know the term for it.
Like in Telugu we call it vagaru, which is umami. Okay, umami. Okay, so the Rutugrahashtami means even the context of understanding the cycles, why I was saying Ishwaramba Sutta Sriman, is when that divine attitude of saying the Omkaram itself should be starting the day with. And when you really understand what you are chanting in Suprabhatam, you will get addicted to doing Suprabhatam every day. Because we don't know what the power of Suprabhatam is, we take it easy. Let a few people go and do it. Why do I care about it? This is the attitude that we take. But Suprabhatam is very, very powerful because it actually starts with Mother Ishwaramma's name. Ishwaramba Sutta Sriman Purva Sandhya Pravartate. Mother Ishwaramma Day. Today is Mother Ishwaramma Day. Yesterday was Buddha Purnima. You know what happened yesterday? Biggest moon was noticed. 30% more bigger moon on the horizon. It was very powerful day yesterday. That's why we did that very special celebration in SDK, because 5 different things happening on the same day. This was Narasimha Jayanti. It was a full moon day, which is the Buddha Purnima, Ishwaramma Day. Then today is the Ishwaramma Day. Then also what happened yesterday was Annamaya Jayanti. The Annamaya, that is a great composer of, not composer I should say, Vaggayakara, the one who actually, so 5 different auspicious things. It is very powerful to spend time in contemplation of the divine with his name on such days, because that's when you will get special connectivity to the divine. Ishwaramba Sutta Sriman, that's Rutugrahashtami. Atigrahyashtami, right? Rutugrahashtami. Next one is Atigrahyashtama. Atigrahya, Rutugrahya means the one that is you are noticing outside and you are connecting to it. Right? That is Rutugraha, Grahyashtama. Atigrahyastama means beyond, even to be able to comprehend, even beyond what can be comprehended. You will have, let that divine power be with me. Yes, brother, your hand is up.
So you said that 6 rutus and they symbolize 6 days. So what are those 6 rutus?
6 rutus. Okay, let's go start again. Okay, let's start the 6 rutus. Tell me what you know, then we'll fill the blank. Hey, rutu means season, na? Yeah, sorry. Okay. Rutu means rutus. Could right now what rutu is going on? According to the
Spring.
Vasanta is spring. Right now it is springtime. 12 different months divided by 2 becomes 6 rutus. 2 months each become 1 rutu. And 6 rutus. 3 rutus become 1 ayanam, half of the year. And 2 ayanams become 1 samvatsara. And I don't want to take a class on all the Pedabal Siksha here. So you better get connected to what those rutus are. The 6 rutus are the same. Spring, Vasantam. Next, summer. Summer is called Grishma. Next, fall. Fall is called Fala. When what? After summer comes autumn. What you guys are talking? After summer comes autumn.
Winter.
When you are close to the equator, then you will really notice all the Fala. Where is the water? Varsha Rutu. Rain.
Spring.
Varsha Rutu.
You don't get any rain in India.
Yeah, you don't get any rain. No, that's not true. When the monsoon hits, you will know what really means rain. Next.
Fall. Winter.
No, not fall. Fall and all is this. They're totally perverted names in English. You have to connect. Vasanta Rutu is spring. Grishma Rutu is summer. Varsha Rutu. So, Chaitram Vaishakam, Vasanta Rutu. Jeshtam Ashadam, Grishma Rutu. Jeshtam Ashadam. Sravanam Bhadrapadam. Those two become Varsha Rutu. Ashvajam Kartikam, Sarad Rutu. Margasiram Pushyam becomes Sisira Rutu, that is fall. Then Magham Phalgunam. Sisira Rutu is the last one. Hemanta Rutu, Sisira Rutu. Fall, autumn, and then the last one, I don't know what they call in English. Don't ask me in English.
Winter.
Winter, yes. Sharad Rutu, yes. We forgot the English names. Now you see, let's connect to English, all the 6 rutus. So now that you started it, I wanted to finish the Chamakam. It's not going anywhere. So let's finish the rutus, because Rutugrahas Chama means to know the rutus, the seasons. Since he asked what are the rutus, now we have to know the seasons. Okay? In the lunar calendar, there are 12 months. Each month has a specific name. Chaitra Masam is the one that is Chaitram Vaishakam. Today, this month is Vaishakam. Vaishakha Shuddha Paurnima. It is actually yesterday was the full moon day of Vaishakha Masam. And that full moon day of Vaishakha Masam is Buddha's illumination day. Buddha Paurnima. That is Buddha Paurnima.
Sri Lanka, they call it Vesak.
Vesak, yeah, same thing, yeah. The names are a little bit different in Tamil, but I am giving the Sanskrit names. So, Vaishakha Masam, don't just say Chaitram Vaishakam, Vasantam, that is spring. Jeshtam Ashadham, that is summer, Grishma Ritu. Sravanam Bhadrapadam, that is Varsha Ritu, that is rainy season. Then, in Sravana Masa, there is full blast monsoon in India. Yeah, live in Bombay and you will know what monsoon really means. Then, next one is Sarad Ritu, which is Sravanam Ashvajam Kartikam. Kartika Masam is Sarad Ritu. Kartika is the auspicious month where Swami's birthday comes in, Kartika Masam. And Kartika Purnima is Guru Nanak's birthday, another Guru Purnima. And then the Vyasa Purnima is the Jeshta Shuddha Purnima. That is this year on July 3rd, we will be in Manas Sarovar on that day. So, next one is then Kartikam Ashrayam Kartikam
Sharad Ritu.
Sharad Ritu. Sharad Ritu is winter. Okay. Then after that is Margasiram Pushyam. That is Hemant Ritu. That is the actual fall. You can call that fall. Then the next one is Sisira Ritu. Sisira Ritu is no autumn. I forgot autumn. Hemant Ritu. And then fall is Sisira Ritu. But those are all close to the equator. Here everything is mixed up. Okay. As you move away from the equator, the cycles of the seasons completely change. What is, in Africa it is different. In Australia it is different times. But the basic seasons are the same. And in some places you can observe all the seasons. And in India there are only 2 seasons.
Hottest.
Summer and hot summer. Okay? And in Canada there are only 2 seasons. Cold, coldest. Okay. Rutugrahaschama. Now we got that taken care. Atigrahaschama means even beyond the observance capability. Then Vaishvadevaschame. Vaishvadeva means omnipresence of the divine, to know that. Aindragnaschame. Aindragnaschame means how are these Rutus coming? Because of the heat, right? Everything is related to heat only. In fact, there is only one thing called heat. Lack of heat is called cold. You understand? Aindragnaschame means to know that the cosmic heating and cooling is the one that is causing this cycle to happen. Aindragnaschame. Then Vaishvadevaschame. Even that Aindragnaschame is connected to the omnipresence of the divine. Vaishvadevaschame. Marutvatiyashchame. Marutvatiyashchame. Marut means wind. Marutva Atiyashchame means even beyond the comprehension of the thought. Wind here represents symbolically it is the thought. It is the thought that makes you connect to everything around you or disconnect you from everything around you. Let's be very clear about that. Because you can be sitting here and completely not connected, daydreaming. Guy will be looking at something and, hello, are you listening? He's still looking like that. Hello, excuse me, are you listening? What happened to the guy? He's lost somewhere. Thought has taken somewhere, totally disconnected from everything around. Marutvatiyashchame. Next, Mahendraschama. Mahendra. Mahendra means overall, the one who is even responsible for Indra. Mahendra means beyond the ability to do the action. Indra means the energy to do action. Mahendra means the super control, the control station of the action. That is Mahendra. Mahendraschama Adityashchame. Aditya. Indra meaning sun. S-O-N or S-U-N? S-U-N. What's the difference? S-O-N and S-U-N?
Son.
Aditya means not, Aditya doesn't mean S-U-N, sun. Aditya means, Diti means to divide. Aditi means to be unable to divide. Ya means the one that is impossible to divide is Aditya. Means what? Indivisible, akhanda. What do you mean by division? Division means if you take an object and you can cut it into many pieces. You take flower and you take all the petals, no more flower anymore because all the petals have taken away the flower. You take a carpet, take a scissor, you can cut into many pieces. Don't try that, but generally speaking, yes. Okay? So, similarly, you can take earth, divide into pieces. You can take anything, divide into pieces. Even space, you can put walls around it, now you are dividing it into pieces. Aditi means the one that cannot be divided. The one that is not divisible. Now if you look at how the pattern of the mantra is going is to know what is beyond to be known and the one that is controlled by the cosmic cycle of the heat, and omnipresent one, the one that is controlling everything, and the one that is indivisible, Adityascha Savitrascha me. Savit means life sustaining energy. The one that is giving life to everything, Savitrascha me. Saraswatascha me. Saraswati means?
That the wisdom that flows.
Huh?
The one that flows.
The one that the I am consciousness that is flowing constantly. Saraswatascha me. Paushnascha me. Paushna means the power to nourish everything. And Patnivatascha me. Patnivatascha me means all that incredible energy which is all those above, but yet when it comes to doing work, it does the work. Doesn't say I am the realized one, let me sit in a corner, I don't need to do anything. That is Chumma Metta Vedanta. Even God, actually when he takes the human form, gets into action. Take Swami himself. Who made him get into action is incredible thing. I don't know how many of you heard Swami's discourse about why he said that because of Ishwaramma, this body became world famous. He said that. Kausalya Varashukti Garbhamautanu kada Ramudu Devudai Ramanaganche. Because of Kausalya, Rama became great. That's why he said Kausalya Supraja Rama. You don't say Dasaratha Supraja Rama. You don't say Padavenkamarazu Sutasriman, you don't say that. Ishwaramba Sutasriman. Why the mother's name is told when the God is even referred to? You understand? Because of Kausalya, Swami poem, in his own poem he says, because of Kausalya, Rama became famous. Because of Sita, Lava and Kusha became so famous. Because of Jijiyabai, Shivaji became so famous, such a great warrior. Because of Putalibai, Gandhi became a Mahatma. Because of Ishwaramma, Satyanarayana became world famous, he said. Ishwaramba yetti penchuta kada Satyanarayanunaku vishwakhyati kalige. Now if you understand that poem, why he said because of Ishwaramma this body became, why I am bringing up Ishwaramma is Patni Vataschame means the ability to get God into action. That is Ishwaramma. Because of Ishwaramma only Swami became world. Can any of you explain why he said that? Why Swami said because of Ishwaramma Swami became world famous, he said. And today what we think Ishwaramma day is, forget Ishwaramma, nobody puts Ishwaramma. Of course we are all very connected now. We are at least putting Ishwaramma's picture and thinking of her today. But today it became some kind of crazy day called some Mother's Day. Think of the mother of all the mothers is Sai. The mother of all mothers is Ishwaramma. How incredible it is to be the mother of all the mothers. Now if Swami said, because of Ishwaramma I became world famous, what does he mean by that? All the children, you are celebrating Ishwaramma Day, you should listen to this. Why? Because, why did Swami become world famous first of all?
Unmanifested God became a manifested avatar. Only when a manifested avatar there is fame and everything.
There are so many, but I am bringing it not high philosophy level.
Because of the service.
Because of the service, thank you. Swami became world famous because of the service. That's very simple. Everybody when think of Swami, they say, we don't know whether he is God or not, but he has done such an incredible service to the humanity. There is no example of such service. Who made him get into that service is Ishwaramma. Why? Because Swami himself says in discourse, when he was 17, 18-year-old, he went and he said, oh Swami, look at that lady, she is suffering from lot of labor pain and there are no proper, labor ward even for the ladies in Puttaparthi. Can you please construct a labor ward for the ladies in Puttaparthi. That was her first ask to Swami. Then what happened? Swami said, why labor ward? I will put a hospital, general hospital. Then he asked, where do you want me to put the hospital? Yesterday you missed a beautiful satsang. This entire Ishwaramma Day thing was the life and message of Mother Ishwaramma was yesterday. For 5 hours we did that. And the reason why she immediately said, Swami, I have a piece of land behind our home. You use my piece of land and you start the hospital. Sacrifice. Number 1. He built a general hospital. He was not satisfied with that. Became 2 super specialty hospitals. Medical camps all over the world. She was the seed for him starting that activity. Then next day she came and she said, Swami, look, all these boys, they have to walk so many kilometers to go and study. Can you please start a school? He started the primary school. It's called Ishwaramma Primary School. And that became university, that becoming many more universities, including yesterday there was announcement on Swami's Mahasamadhi Day that Muddinahalli turned into university now. They are starting another university in Swami's name. So one mother's wish that she said, start a school for the children in this village, Swami, became massive. Patni Vataschame, enabling the divine omnipresent force and the source. Not that he wouldn't have done, because, see, you have to understand, Swami uses this example to say, a mother who knows that her son or a child is divine won't ask simple things. I want a car da, I want a nice house da, why don't you build another house da, because she knew that he was the one that is divine. She asked things for world's welfare. Then she will always go and ask, Swami, this person needs this help. Swami, that person needs this help. Swami, get them married. Swami, do this. Swami, do that. Swami, please help them. And very beautiful example, there was a great lady by name Vasumathamma Garu from Elur. And she is a great example of, for women, they have to read the lives of these people that lived in the presence of Swami and were transformed and were electrified by this divine. And this lady, Vasumathamma Garu, one time Ishwaramma Garu used to call her Elur Papa because she is from Elur. Elur Papa. One time Swami, Vaikunta Ekadasi, gave Amrutam to everybody. And her bus, at that time they used to change 8-9 buses and go to Swami. And bullock cart and everything. So when she came, it was so late, Swami already distributed the Amrutam and he already retired and he was in his abode. And so this lady came and then he said, oh, you came just now. Swami completed distributing all the Amrutam. And then he said, wait, I will go and ask him if he can give the Amrutam to you also. And this lady was standing out. That time only one room was there. She was standing at the door and what I am sharing is actually, was published in radio side. So then what happened? She went inside. Swami asked, Em Samacharam. Swami, that lady from Elur Papa came. Can you please give her Amrutam? Oh, Amrutama. Why don't you, there is some left in that bottle. Why don't you go give it to her? Swami said. Swami, what are you talking? Do you think that Elur Papa came changing 8 buses to get Amrutam from me or from you? You have to go give it to her. I said, why you are bothering me like this? I just came inside. No, Swami. Please forgive me for giving you trouble. But you have to do this, Swami. Then, because the mother's love, always asking for others. She lived a life only for others. And provoking Swami to do these things. And then Swami comes out. And then she was telling her, look, I was just sitting and this lady wouldn't leave me without giving Amrutam for you. Don't drink all the bottle, take it. Don't drink the bottle, he said. Poured a little bit of Amrutam in her hand. Why I am mentioning that? Next she said, Swami, look at all the people. They don't even have water in this town. Come on, let's get water. Let's dig some wells. And he started digging wells in Puttaparthi because the mother provoked him to start doing that. Then one day he told, oh no, not just for Puttaparthi, entire Rayalaseema I will give water, he told her. He said, I don't know what Rayalaseema, Swami, is. I only know my village, Puttaparthi. Just serve my village, that is enough. This is the example of Patni Vataschame. Patni Vatascham means, it's called also Prativatyam. Means what? It is a chastity, it is a diksha that goes on to even get the divine into action to do the work for the humanity. Now if you know this story, you will stop doing anything else and you will only read the life of Ishwaramma. That's why she became Ishwaramma, simple. She was always very simple, down to earth. I am sure Shobha auntie knows her by person and had seen her. She is an example of, I am very unfortunate because she passed away, left her physical body in 1972, May 6th, 1972. And today, 40 years later, this is what we should be celebrating. We should read the life of what is Ishwaramma. Why is she so important? Why did Swami really chose that lady as the mother? Chose her as the mother. It is Pravesham. Now imagine if you are a woman and you are carrying water from the well and a blue ball of light comes and enters you, you know that the divine is inside you. You cannot even share it with anybody. For many decades she had to keep that secret with her. Many decades. Now you have to imagine, you know that this body is carrying some divine being. And she was the one that carried that divine being to bring that divine being in human form to us. This is the reason why we need to celebrate the life of an Ishwaramma, the life of a Mother Mary. The same thing Mother Mary went to. She couldn't even tell Joseph that the Son of God is coming into her and that she is carrying the Son of God as a virgin. Imagine what that is to go through as a woman in your life. Impossible, incredible. And for this reason why we should worship that lady. For this reason why we should worship Mother Mary. Today, one day we put a picture of Ishwaramma and say, Ishwaramma Day done. What example from Ishwaramma's life that we are carrying through our lives. Patni Vataschame. What did Patni Vataschame for me? I have to ask that question. Not for Ishwaramma. That Patni Vataschame for me is, every time I sing a bhajan, I have to say, Swami, please help this person. Every time I do Abhishekam, Swami, please help this person. Every time I pray to him, Swami, take care of him. Swami, take care of that person. Swami, do this. Swami, do that. Patni Vataschame. Because of the prayers of the devotees, God gets into action. Otherwise, he is Nirgunam, Niranjanam, Sanatanam, Niketanam, Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Nirmala Swarupinam. God has no reason to do any action. He is beyond any action. He gets into action because Patni Vataschame. Now you understand one simple mantra called Patni Vataschame. He chose to do that today because the Patni Vataschame is Mother Ishwaramma's life. Haryo Janaschame. Patni Vataschame. Haryo Janaschame. Haryo Janaschame means everything to be put in perfect order. That is Haryo Janaschame. Now let's chant this mantra. Now that you understood what Agum Suschame, all the way to this. Okay, everybody, Sairama, sit properly. Agum Suschame Rashmischame Dabhyashchame Dhipatischama Agum Suschame Antaryamaschama Aindravayavaschame Maitravaguna Ashvinashchame Pradiprasthanashchame Sukrashchame Mantrichama Agrayanashchame Vaishvadevashchame Dhruvaschame Vaishvanaraschama Rutugrahashchame Tigradyashchama Aindragnaschame
वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्पतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च महादित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौषश्च मे आग्निवतश्च मे आर्योजनश्च मे.
The next one, Anuvakam, is Idhmaschame, Barihischame. This is another very, very powerful mantra. Actually, last week, Swami gave an insight into this mantra early in the morning after chanting the Rudram, after Supravatam. I never connected to this Anuvakam in such a powerful way that it was so incredible. All this time, this mantra just meant for me very simple thing. Yidmaschame, Barihischame, all these things that are described in this Anuvaka is the material used for yajna. Yidma means the havis, what we put, the wooden sticks as they call it, not from Home Depot, but a special tree that is actually, people would collect these wood sticks and put them in the yajna. Barhi means the grass that is used, special grass that is used for the yajna, that they put around the yajna. If you watch the real yajna, like Atirudram that Swami had conducted, that is real yajna. Because every material that was used for the Puttaparthi yajna was secured in a Vedic way to do the yajna. That's why Swami said no yajna in America, because the material that you get is not eligible to do yajna. Mantram chadavandi chalu, parayana cheyandi chalu. That's what he told me when we did very first Atirudra. No yajna bangar, andaru parayana cheyandi, you all chant, that's enough. So what it means is all the material that is used to me, if that material is not pure enough to do the yajna, then there is really no yajna, because the material should have that much purity. In fact, the Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi, when we say, there are different types of purity associated with even consuming that food. The person that is actually giving the money to secure that has to be pure first. The money that is used to securing the material for the yajna should come from a pure person. That's why God doesn't accept money from every Tom, Dick and Harry. Because He knows with what intent that material is provided. If Swami was in the business of fundraising, the Sai organization would have become the richest enterprise in the entire world. He doesn't collect money from everybody and anybody. You have to be deserving for giving money to Swami. If you understood this concept, you will really know what it means. The flowers that come to Swami's altar should come from a deserving person. Even then only he will accept that. Because there is a tapas associated with serving Swami. If you do not deserve that, he won't let you even come close to him. You will stay miles away. He will be physically close to you. And the material that is secured for doing the yajna, the second one is the purity of the material itself. The third one is the person that is actually cooking the food. They should have pure thoughts while cooking that food. Then the person, the food itself has to have this purity. This is everyday yajna. I was just telling my wife, we ate at some lousy place on Friday. I said that eating at that place created so much of disturbance of my thought. I said, I'm not going to eat outside from now because it disturbs the whole system. I would rather eat fruit, offer it to Swami and eat, rather than going and eating in these restaurants and all these places that you have no idea what kind of impurities are creeped into these places. So if you have that concept, then you will know that eating outside is not a show of luxury. Eating outside, that is yajna too. You cannot just eat everywhere and anywhere, because the food that you consume generates the thoughts that are produced in your body. Yidmaschame, Barihischame. In this prayer, It is saying, let the material that I am securing to do the yajna, let it have that purity. Let it be suffused with the divinity. And I can assure you, 3 people do the service to Swami. Those are the 3 that have been chosen by him to do the service. You have to pray to him. Let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. When you pray to him, then he will allow you to come close to you. You may be thinking, I have no time today to go do service or set up Swami's altar. Let me tell you, he gave that thought to you because he doesn't want you to come. You may have all the things around you to go do this work. Something will come to stop. You may be thinking it is me because I have no time. Let me assure you, it is nothing to do with you. He doesn't want you to be there for whatever reason. And then you try to justify yourself. I am this, I am that. What? I am this, I am that. You are nobody, nothing. You have to be praying to him. Bhagavan, let me come. Put a flower at your feet. Bhagavan, let me get a thought. Adaya divya kusumani. Manoharani. Sripada pujana vidhim. Bhavadangri mule. Kartum mahotsukataya. Previshanti bhakta. Sri Satyasai Bhagavan. Tava suprabhatam. This suprabhatam is a prayer to say, let me be deserving to serve you. That's how you start a day. Let me be deserving to serve you. Kartavyam daivamanhikam means let me be deserving to do the work of the divine. That is what it means. Kartavyam, duty, daivamanhikam. That has to be destined by the divine to participate in that service. This itmaschame, barhischame, vedischame. All these things, the place, the mantapa with which you do the yajna, the bricks that are used, if you really participate in a yajna, it is not taking some vessel and putting it and then putting some silver, whatever, that tin foil stuff and throwing karpura and doing yajna. This is not even yajna. The bricks are arranged with the contemplation of the divine to construct the homa. Vedischame, Dhishniyashchame, all these things that we are going to learn in this mantra. Yitmaschame means I already said, fuel sticks. Barhischame means the darbha, the grass. Before they start this, they put the grass blades on all the sides. One side, second side, third side, fourth side. They put the grass blades. That is called barhi, the darbha. That barhi has to be put, has to be secured. Vedischame, the yajna, the fire altar on which you set up for the yajna, for the sacred fire. Vedischame. Dhishniyashchame means the one that is actually conducting the yajna, through whom the yajna gets conducted. Let him be divine. Not every person that conducts and does the homa, the full aspect will not come if that person is not pure. If they come and do a yajna to collect money from you, let me assure you that the yajna has no value. Because they are doing with a purpose. The real yajna is conducted without any intent of self. Like an Atirudra yajna in Puttapatti, that is probably the real yajna conducted for the sake of the humanity, for the welfare of the humanity, because the Lord destined it to happen. Dhishniyashchame. Sruchaschame. Sruchaschame means what you use for pouring the ghee, that is sruchaschame. Chamasaschame. Chamasa means the vessel in which they collect the soma, juice. The vessel in which they put. Now you see, you have to ask the question. The mantra is saying these are all divine. Hello? These are all divine. That's why in India, a lorry driver, when he gets into the lorry, what does he first do? Worships the lorry. He does like this, he lights an incense stick, everything. What do we think? After all, it's a lorry. Let me get into a car. Can you imagine the car, if it one problem it has, how much trouble you will have to go through? Every time when you get in a car, do you say, thank you dear car, because you are running so safe, I am going to one place from another place? Do we say that? No, it is taken for granted. Bullock cart fellows, when they take the bullocks out to tie to the bullock cart, they put kumkum, they worship the bullocks that are tied to the bullock cart. Why? Because they are the instruments that are doing the work. You have to thank them before you get into the bullock cart. You have to thank the car before you get into the car. You have to pray to the car, thank you for taking me from one place to another place. We don't have the thankfulness. Everything is taken for granted. I'm not trying to make any of you feel guilty. The attitude with which we do everything, that is the yajna. Nothing more than that. It's the attitude. And I have to stop here. Right? Chamasastame. Right? You have 2-minute warning. 2 minutes? Okay. Chamasastame is the vessel in which they pour the juice. Swaravaschama. Swarava means the wooden knives that are used. Swaravaschama. Oh. Gravanashchame. Gravanashchame is the stones that are used to press the juice. Huh? They are wondering what that is nowadays. Because we are called blinders. You can think of the blades that are rotating to make the juice. But they used to grind for making the juice. Now you see, the human effort that goes into that is also yajna. But today, we suffer from what is called convenience. Everything has to be convenient. Somebody has to pre-cut that lettuce, put it in the bag, charge extra $2. We are willing to pay because we have no time to cut. The opportunity to peel a vegetable, the opportunity to cut a vegetable, that itself is divine work. Because I used to watch my mother grinding the stuff, and even butter, she used to prepare herself. Now all that is time waste. Why we do all these things? They had a lot of time those days, sir. That's why they did all this stuff. Do you really think they had a lot of time those days? No, no. There was an attitude of doing the work for the divine as a service. Now what is that butter that is made by your own mother with her own hands while chanting Lalita Sahasranamam, while chanting some Vishnu Sahasranamam, or while chanting some, even the vattis that we use for this thing, my mother makes even today. Every time I go to India, she will make these and she'll give it to me and say, use this for your puja. And sometimes I would say, I really don't have place in my bag. What place? What problem you have? And she will stuff it into my bag. Then that is the vattis I use for my daily worship. And every time I take and put, I know, oh mother, thank you for making this for me. So I am remembering my mother along with God every day because she made with her own hand those vattis. Now today what they have this big stuff. It is all bundled. They take a scissor and they cut it. No time for making that also. Just think about the attitude with which we really serve the God. Just think about the attitude with which people lived a life. That is this Anuvagam. I will tell you, next week they have a big plan of doing a 15-mile walk from some San Ramon to actually Dublin to the Concord Subramanya temple, and the priest apparently asked all the people going to Kailasa, they can do the walk, and we're going to chant Rudram all the way Bay Area and go there. So next Sunday no class because early morning Suprabhatam in Dublin and we are taking the walk, 15-mile walk. So the next class really will be June 10th because I'm gone after that Atlanta, after that someplace else. So by the time I come back it's June 10th. We stopped at a peak point somehow and it's like heated up and it's ready to put the dosa. Now I have to switch off the stove. So but when you think about this Anuvakam, Idmaschame Barhishchame, I was thinking about what this all means for me, and Swami gave a very beautiful insight. And that beautiful insight, you have to hold the suspense until June 10th. So in the meantime, practice it. Let's close with Om and 3 Shantis.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Oh. While they are getting prepared, I have a suggestion. Those that are not actually participating in set up this place, we will all chant Rudram. And those that are setting up the place, we don't need microphones and everything. We will just chant and you can set up the place. Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Hari Om.
Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya.